Hi everyone. Today we are going to see about how to exercise our brain and how to improve our memory. Welcome to our channel Purple Hearts. Let's get inside the video. How do we exercise the brain? As we work out for the muscles, our endurance and strength physically, mentally our brain also needs workout. If we don't do workouts, if we don't give enough challenges to the brain, what happens is it goes into a relaxed mode or a plateau stage. That's when the dementia, the forgetfulness comes into the factor. To escape from forgetfulness, to improve our memory, we have to keep challenging the brain. How do we do that? One way of doing that is give more challenging opportunities, do something new, or do the same thing or your old things in a new way. Go to new places. For example, if you are driving, if you are coming home from your work, or like you are going to the college, or from home to your work, take a new route. Don't use the Google map. Try to find your own way. Try to remember the directions. Try to read the street signs and go through that. So what happens is your brain starts working. Brain starts processing information. That's how you exercise your brain. Stop doing the routine work. Stop doing things you have been doing for a long time and do differently, do new things. That's how you provide more challenges to your brain. More the challenge, it's good for your brain. Coin in the bag. Take different coins, drop them into the bag, and put your hand inside the bag, feel it with your fingers, and try to identify one by one. Pick out one coin at a time. This can be played in a group where the other person is asking, like pick up 1 rupee coin or 2 rupee coin or some particular amount of coin. So that what happens is your sensory organs are stimulated, your tactile sense, your stereognosis sense is activated. You will feel the coin, you will feel the curves, you will feel the shapes in the coin, and then identify it. This can be replaced, the coins can be replaced with different shapes: square, circle, sphere, spherical, cuboid, cylinder. All these kind of shapes can be put into one box or a bag, and then we can ask children to put their hand inside the bag and try to feel the shapes and pick out one shape. We can choose what the shape is, or they can say what shape they want to pick up and take it from the bag. This way the brain will keep itself active. Creating our own dialogues. This is a very interesting game. We all love watching TVs and watching argument or the dialogues happening in the TV. Now we will put the slightest twist in here. 2 people or 3 people can play this game. If there are 2 people talking in the TV or talking in the screen, put the TV on mute and then you talk for them, as in like you produce your own dialogue, so that what happens is you have the creative liberty to go around anywhere and make a sentence or make a story about it, make a good conversation about it. Your brain works a lot on producing new environment, new situations to talk in that time. So this is a good exercise. Creative storytelling. This is again similar to the previous exercise, where group of people can sit around and then one person starts the story, ends it after 30 seconds. The other person, the next person, picks up that story and continues the story again for 30 seconds. Next person again picks up the story where it stopped by the previous person and continues for 30 seconds. So what happens is all the people in the game has to be very alert, concentrate on the story, remember whoever has told whatever the situations are, characters are, and go along with the story. The creativity of each person will improve. We have to clearly remember or memorize things in that matter. So this will keep our brain very active, because there are new situations coming in the scene for them to work out with the brain. Writing with the non-dominant hand. We always feel comfortable writing with our dominant hand. For a change, use the non-dominant hand. To use the non-dominant hand is a difficult situation, of course, but what happens is your brain works extra in ways of processing the information, in ways of forming the letters, keeping the letters or keeping the words in the line. So lots of perceptual skills, lots of work being done by the brain in this situation. So this is a very good exercise for the brain to use a non-dominant hand in writing. Everybody has tried this as a fun activity, but this is a very good exercise for the brain. Target throwing with the non-dominant hand, or maybe we can use this with the dominant hand also. But challenge yourself, keep the target in a difficult situation. Use a fan in the middle so that it can distract your the ball or the paper ball, whatever you are trying to throw it at the target. Use your non-dominant hand to throw at the target. Keep changing the target distance. So what happens is your brain works extra again. This is a situation where your brain has to keep calculating the distance, keep calculating the weight of the object in your hand which you are throwing. Use different texture or different kind of balls. Sometimes you can use a plastic ball, soft toys, crush a paper and use it as a ball, so that this can help work out with your brain. Writing on your back. This is something which we have always played as children. We'll make the friends bend over and then we will write it on their back, ask them to identify. This is also a very good exercise for the brain, where they need to recollect or perceptually work out and find out what has been written on the back. This can have time limitations. You keep them like 10 minutes or 10 letters. How many letters or how many objects they find is the number of score they will get. So it can be played in a group, it can be played in the family setting as a party game or as a group game, however we want it. Shuffle the songs. We always have our own set of songs which we love. We keep them in our playlist. We keep playing it over and over to such an extent that we will know what song is coming next. What is the song number, and we can select it accordingly. But my suggestion for you, if you want to work out or give exercise to the brain, is keep the player in the shuffle mode. So what happens, you don't know what song is going to come, but you will always know. If the BGM starts playing, you will know what song it is. So expect the unexpected. You want to listen, the songs already in the list, but again, once it starts the music, only then you will realize what song it is, so that your brain starts recollecting it. And also what you can do is, you can play along, sing along the music and try to recollect all the words possible. Try with new songs. 1 or 2 times you have listened to the song, so again try with them. Hope you like the video. We have given you lots of exercises in this video, and there are a lot more out there in the world also. You can creatively use them to exercise your brain. Active brain means your memory is very good. So keep it active. If you are idle, automatically your memory starts fading out. Only way to keep your memory up and running is exercising with your brain. To exercise, keep doing new things, keep challenging your brain with new puzzles, new games, new activities. Don't be in that old routine. Always try to do something new, so that your brain keeps learning, brain keeps exercising, and brain keeps improving on its own. Everyone, stay home, stay safe, subscribe our channel and enjoy the videos. Please do like, share and comment in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the notification button. Thank you.